Shalom, family. So I wanted to come and bless y'all with the Most High just dropped on me to talk about. I was supposed to actually talk about it earlier, but with the babies and stuff, it was just timing. But I'm just grateful to still do it. I want to still be obedient and just come before y'all and give y'all what He showed me, and it's actually He revealed and gave me the truth of something that that came up probably about a year or so ago. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna read this proverb. It's Proverbs 27:2. It says, "Let another man praise you, and not your own mouth; a stranger, and not your own lips." So I read this, like I said, about a year ago, and I remember having a conversation with a family member, and it just being told to me that you know how people say, I'm gonna pat my own self on the back. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You say it right here in the word and whatnot. So it's like, no, we supposed to let others, do this. And at the time, I didn't have the proper understanding for what this was saying. I thought it was okay to, just let others praise you and, you run away with the praise. But as I was talking to my sister, one of my sisters today, Abba revealed to me the truth in this. See, I have a habit of when somebody gives me praise on something, I'll be like, it wasn't me. That's all. I'll be yeah. And as I was talking to my sister, I said, you know what? I, Lord just was showing me that this was designed like this. What he said, like, you let others praise you because we ain't supposed to, when they do come praising you, you ain't supposed to keep that. That ain't yours. You're supposed to give that back to who it belongs to. And so what he was showing me is we got to stop stealing his praises. He inhabits the praise. And it made me think about he brought up in me Deuteronomy chapter 8, verses 1 through 18. And I just want to, I won't read the whole, well, let me just read it. I just want to read this. Okay, 'cause I'm not in a hurry, so if y'all can bear with me, I just want to show you what he was showing me. So it says, here we are, Deuteronomy chapter 8. It says, "All the commandments which I command you this day shall you observe to do, that you may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. And you shall remember all the way which the Lord your God led you these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble you and to prove you, to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not. And he humbled you and suffered you to hunger and fed you with manna, which you knew not, neither did your fathers know, that he might make you know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. Your raiment waxed not old upon you, neither did your foot swell these 40 years. You shall also consider in your heart that as a man chastens his son, so the Lord your God chastens you. Therefore, you shall keep the commandments of the Lord your God, to walk in his ways and to fear him. For the Lord your God brings you into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive, and honey, a land wherein you shall eat bread without scarceness. You shall not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills you may dig brass. When you have eaten and are full, then you shall bless the Lord your God for the good land which he hath given you. I'm going to read that one more time because this is where I'm going with it. When you have eaten and are full, Then you shall bless the Lord your God for the good land which he have given you. Beware that you forget not the Lord your God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes, which I command you this day, lest when you have eaten and are full, and have built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when your herds and your flocks multiply, and your silver and your gold is multiplied, and all that you have is multiplied, then your heart be lifted up, and you forget the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led you through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and drought, where there was no water, who brought you forth water out of the rock of flint, who fed you in the wilderness with manna, which your fathers knew not, that he might humble you, and that he might prove you to do you good at your latter end. And you say in your heart, my power and the might of my hand have gotten me this wealth. But you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he that gives you power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto your fathers, as it is this day. So, right here, it said, here it is. Y'all do all of this stuff. He's saying to Israel, don't get into the land. And I do all this stuff, give you all of this stuff, and then you turn around and you get all high and mighty and start feeling like it's by your power, your might that you've gotten these things, and you forget about him. And that's what we do. Sometimes when, somebody is praising us, we don't realize, or we don't even want to admit that the praise feel good, that we like it. Just like with power, like you like getting the power, or you like having this power. But we got to understand, and this is, like I said, I don't know what this for. This was just, I know that this was for me, and, I'm grateful to Abiyah for showing this to me. We got to stop liking the praise and remember to give the praise back to him, although it feels good, because it's not by our doings that we have anything that we have. We can't wake ourselves up tomorrow. We we cannot provide for ourselves or sustain ourselves better than he can. We are not our life. He said in his word, our lives are not our own. So if you truly believe that, we got to understand, we can't take from y'all. Stop. And that's what he keep putting on me. We got to stop stealing his praise. Stop taking from y'all. We got to be obedient. We got to love him. You got to have that fear, that reverence for the Most High. Because when you do, just like I said, what he's showing me, when you are giving him back what he, what rightfully is his, the reward is so much greater, it's so much sweeter. And that's, like I said, this is just a testimony for me. Like, you truly are being obedient to the Most High. So I'm just encouraging y'all and just sharing with y'all what he put on me. Stop stealing y'all's praise. It don't belong to us. It don't belong to you. It might feel good, but it's not yours. Give it back to the Father, because he is worthy and he's been better than good. He's an awesome, wonderful Father. So that's my encouragement for y'all. I pray that this, reaches y'all, and that this helps somebody. I know that it did great for me, and I'm just, like I said, I give him the praise, and I always say this, and I mean it genuinely from my heart. I give Abba the praise, the glory, and the honor for continuing to perfect me and build me up, and just for my relationship with him, and it just feels so good, y'all. So y'all gotta, I want y'all to feel this good too. So I love y'all, and be blessed by this word, and be encouraged in the name of Yeshua. Shalom.